Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. 888-900-3393. Pat Unleashed on Twitter. So this race seems to be a little topsy-turvy right now. A little concerned about it.
Are you?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I am.
I feel like I am, too. I was thinking this morning driving in, I think I'm more concerned than I should be.
Yeah, that's probably true. Because she got the honeymoon period. Now it's immediately post DNC. So she's bound to get a bump here. And then she's going to come back to earth, right?
I hope so. I mean, if the plan is just to keep her quiet.
They're doing a good job of that.
Yeah, they are. And, they're...
Keep her from cackling.
They're now going to blame Trump when they cancel the debate.
Oh, they're going to try.
They're trying to cancel that.
Yeah, they're trying to blame Trump for that, too.
Yes.
And she's the one who's changing the rules.
Correct. But that's what I mean. They have it both ways.
Unbelievable to me.
She's tried to change the rules, but it's Trump's fault.
Yeah, right. He's trying to duck the debate. That was the big headline on Drudge.
Yeah.
Is Trump ducking debate?
No.
I don't think so when he already agreed to it and agreed to all the terms. And now you're changing the terms? It's not him.
Pretty much put your running mate in the grave.
Yeah, right.
With one debate.
Right.
So I know the talk yesterday was the debate she wants to...
she wants to unmute the mics.
Unmute the mics. But
why?
But there were also reports saying that she wants to have notes and be able to sit down.
Wow.
All the headlines were talking about the unmuted microphone, but I read deeper into what they were saying, and they were asking to be able to sit down and have notes as well.
Wow.
So that's Trump's fault.
Oh, right.
Oh,
right. We've already agreed to it. Already agreed to all the conditions that Joe Biden set up, and now she wants to change it all. No, I'm sorry. It's already been agreed to.
Yeah, well,
what are you talking about?
That's their argument is that it was Joe's.
Yeah, I know that's their argument, but you can't blame it on Trump now. Now that you're trying to change the rules that were agreed to, it's incredible. It's really incredible. Yesterday, Trump showed up to honor fallen veterans. And placed a couple of wreaths.
Yeah,
the tombs of soldiers.
This was the anniversary of the Afghanistan. Withdrawal, right?
Yeah, the 13 who lost their lives there. Yeah, the absolute atrocious, screwed up, chaotic withdrawal from Afghanistan. And he honored the 13 fallen heroes from Abbey Gate.
I know he did it a couple of times yesterday for different families and, paying his respects to these, the families who lost their loved ones. The United States lost their soldiers. Pretty amazing that...
it was him instead of the president.
It sure is.
That blew me away.
He's
not the president right now.
He's our president, Pat. He's our president.
Well, that's for sure, but that is not official. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Oh,
really interesting. How did that happen?
I don't know.
Biden abdicated the duty. Harris abdicated the duty. And so Donald Trump stepped in and did it. Isn't that weird?
It is.
How did that happen? I haven't read anybody saying anything about that. This is like the president's job.
Who's running the country?
Right.
Because I know, jokingly, he's our president, but he's not the president.
Right. So, very strange. Very strange. He's not an elected official of any kind.
Right.
So, very, very weird.
Bless his heart.
Yeah, I'm glad.
Yes.
But how did that happen? I guess just because Biden's at Rehoboth Beach, he couldn't be bothered to come back for the ceremony.
Well, yeah, I mean, he came back from California to
Rehoboth Beach.
Delaware.
Yeah, right. But he couldn't be bothered to go to Arlington? Just really weird.
I mean, he still is the president of the United States, regrettably, but he is.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
Really strange.
So Jim Acosta asked if Trump should be at Arlington Cemetery.
What a douche.
Yeah.
To the campaign a little bit. This morning, former President Trump was at Arlington National Cemetery where he marked the 3-year anniversary of the bombing that killed 13 service members during the Afghanistan withdrawal. This is someone who, according to his own former chief of staff, said Americans who died in war
get out of here
suckers and losers. Trump
you got to be
that,
kidding me.
John Kelly confirms that Trump did say that. He more recently said a civilian award is, quote, better than
Pause
the
it for a
Medal
sec.
of Honor.
Okay, so John Kelly said 18 or 19 other people say that he didn't say it, but John Kelly confirmed, so that's it.
But
that's it. We're going to continue to report.
I can't believe that he's...
That absolute lie. That is insanity. Insanity.
Yeah.
Everybody else says he didn't say that. But they keep reporting it.
They sure do.
Because of Kelly. Wow. All right, let's see if we can get through this. I doubt it.
Is, quote, better than the Medal of Honor.
Unreal.
You're a former Army Ranger. Is he politicizing these soldiers' deaths? Should he even be at Arlington National Cemetery if he's going to make some politics out of this?
Wow.
Well, I also mourn the death of those 13 service members. You know, every death of a service member is a tragedy. At the same time, I mourn the deaths of the over 2,400 service members who died during the 20 years we were at war. And I just look at President Biden, under whose leadership we actually ended and made the tough decision to end
you gotta be
our
kidding
nation's
me.
longest war.
Okay,
It
I
became
can't.
very clear to me years ago.
Oh, my God.
Who was that? Representative Jason Gray.
Oh, wow.
Under whose
That was
leadership?
worse than I anticipated.
Oh. That's not all of it, though. I mean, there's still some
I know.
to go.
Yeah, that I don't want to hear. Not interested. Jeez.
Wow.
That's crazy. And the lie, Normandy, that just continues
No,
to
it won't go away.
fester. God, wow. One person, and they just take that to the bank like it's absolute fact.
It festers because of douches like Jim Acosta.
Yeah, and Joe Biden, who repeats it everywhere he goes.
Right.
And they've got some excuse because one person said it.
Right.
A lot of people have said a lot of things. I guess we just report the sexual attack, the assault on what's her face from Joe Biden just because she said it. So she said it, so it's true. And we just continue to repeat that. Yeah, he actually sexually assaulted her. He raped her.
Is that Broderick?
No, it's
Broderick was Clinton.
No. Her name, Tara? Is it Tara? I don't know. I don't remember her name. But if that's the game you're going to play, well, I'll play it. I'll play it. We'll just report as fact what she said. I mean, that's unbelievable.
Tara Reid. Yeah,
Tara Reid. Yeah.
Tara.
Outrageous. That is just outrageous. They keep doing it. With no qualification that anybody else said anything else, that anybody contradicted that he has contradicted it multiple times. He's explained it multiple times. He and Kelly had a falling out. Kelly can't stand him. And so he made that up. It's unbelievable. Really something else. So in the meantime, Donald Trump honored another fallen soldier.
I mean, this is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it is. It is. Again, he's a presidential candidate, but he's not
former president,
an elected official right now. And so it's very interesting that he's doing all of this. It says a lot about the
sure
families
does.
and who they prefer, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
There's no way they wanted Joe Biden there. So that's why he's there, I'll bet. Biden wasn't wanted, and he knew he wasn't wanted, and he stayed away.
Wow.
Then there was yet another fallen soldier with another family that he honored.
I mean,
Wow.
just
Just one after another. He had a busy day yesterday.
it's so sad.
Yeah,
And
it is.
And I get not wanting the president there. You know, the guy who engineered the withdrawal
Yeah.
from Afghanistan. It's all on him.
Especially for the 13 who got
Yeah,
killed
no kidding.
at the Abbey Gate.
Yes.
Yeah, they don't want anything to do with him. Because when they came back,
Yeah,
he's
looking at
standing
his
there
watch.
checking his watch multiple times.
Oh,
3
yeah.
times he checked his watch.
Oh man, I'll never forget my father-in-law. He was so pissed at watching him look at his watch. Man. I mean, just holy cow!
Should be.
Like you got something else to do?
It's crazy that he survived that.
I
that
know.
his presidency survived that moment, because that should have been it.
I mean, the withdrawal itself
Yeah.
should have brought him to
Yes.
his knees. And it
Combine that, though, with checking his watch when they come back home. Incredible. I mean, really incredible. So Trump called the family and honored SSG Ryan Noss, another fallen soldier, yesterday.
I mean,
One after another. How many times did he do this yesterday? Like, at least 4.
we had 4, right? At
6
least.
times? Wow. That's really something. Was that wasn't the call, though. The call where he called the family and honored Ryan Noss, that was it? And then you just handed me, what is this for immediate release from yesterday? It's
That's where
daily guidance for the vice president.
That's what Kamala was doing yesterday.
Okay, the vice president will be in Washington, D.C., where she will receive briefings and conduct internal meetings with staff. These meetings will be closed press.
Oh, that's special.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Because I know
now
you guys asked where was the vice president, because President Biden is in
Yeah, she was there.
vacation. She was there.
She was in D.C.
She was in D.C.
Couldn't be bothered, though.
But
She had
couldn't
things
be-
to do.
She had
She had things to do.
briefings. She
Oh,
got
they-
briefings
yeah,
to take.
internal meetings.
Internal meetings,
Staff.
yes.
Yeah.
Wow. And now she's on her, Georgia bus tour, right?
Yeah, she
Her
is.
and the coach.
The coach. So ridiculous.
It's agonizing, but I can't stop calling him now.
The coach. All right. In these crazy times, you can get peace of mind with security. And security for our country, security for our leaders, security for our families. Think about this. You're not financially secure if all your eggs are in one basket. Gold and silver are an excellent way to diversify your savings. They're a hedge against inflation. They're a physical asset that's in high demand globally, from the wealthy to central banks. And through my friends at Birch Gold Group, you can own physical gold and silver in a tax-sheltered retirement account. You can diversify an old IRA or 401k for no money out of pocket into an IRA in gold and silver. This is one thing you can do to secure your family's savings. Just text PAT to 989898 and they'll send you a free no-obligation info kit. And you can learn the role precious metals play in your overall savings strategy. Again, text PAT to 989898. They have an A-plus rating with the Better Business Bureau. They've got thousands of happy customers. You can trust Birch Gold like I do. Text PAT to 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898. 989898.
Gray Unleashed.
So he was also, Donald Trump was also speaking with the National Guard. Is this where he's talking about the Taliban leader?
Yes, he said that awesome story about sliding that picture of his house of the Taliban leader.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the
tells
story
that
that the
again.
congressman told.
Okay.
Yeah, Byron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You think of it, 18 months, not one soldier was killed under mine. And I spoke to Abdul. I told Abdul, you can't do that. You can't do it. It's going to be bad, Abdul. And he said, Your Excellency, but why do you send me a picture of my house? Oh, did I send that to you? I didn't. Did I send you a picture? Did I send you a picture? I don't remember that, Abdul.
No one else.
Awesome.
Yes,
No kidding.
No one
nobody
else.
else can do that.
Nope.
Oh, did I send you that, Abdul? I don't remember.
I like his way better than Byron said the story.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's great. He also reminded everybody that he didn't start any wars.
Decades who started no new wars. And the reason I started no new wars is they respected the people in this room. It's true. You don't want to have wars. I ended wars. I could have been like in a mess like you have right now. You have every place. The whole world is blowing up. Could have World War III if something doesn't happen fast. And that's going to be a world war like no others because of nuclear power and other power that's out there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the second time he's said that. I want to know what that is. He's mentioned like other powers that are out there.
EMPs, for one
I
thing.
don't know what that is.
EMP is that's my biggest fear, because if we were
Everything
knocked out
shuts
with
down.
an EMP, you're done.
Yeah, everything.
You're
shuts
just done.
down.
You can't respond. You can't do anything. And I don't understand why we haven't taken the precautions to harden our infrastructure against that.
That's for sure.
I don't get it. And
That's for sure.
they just won't do it.
And maybe that's exactly what Trump was talking about when he talked about building an Iron Dome over the U.S.
Yeah, well, the missile thing.
Specifically talking about, being able to keep an EMP away.
I don't know that that's what he was referencing.
I don't either.
When he said an Iron Dome, that's a missile shield around the U.S. But let me also suggest, you harden our tech infrastructure, okay, against an EMP. That is critical.
Yes.
They said at one point that we could do that. We could protect our tech industry, computers, our electrical wires, all of the stuff that we need to protect for $1 billion. That was years ago.
It was a long
like
time
20
ago.
years ago or something. I don't care if it's 10 or $20 billion. If it's 100 times that, we should do it.
Yeah. All the money we sent to Ukraine, how about we spend on that?
Yeah. Yes. No matter what else you do, and I'm in favor of building an Iron Dome to protect us from missiles, but we must protect our tech infrastructure.
Yes. We rely so much on it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Everything depends on it.
Yeah.
Everything is done electronically. If they knock out your electronics, think about what that does to you.
Yeah.
It eliminates refrigeration, so you can't keep anything fresh. Everything would spoil, including a lot of medications that have to be refrigerated. When I first got diabetes, I had to refrigerate my medications. They were in the refrigerator, so that stuff all goes bad. Do you remember the fact that when we got the vaccine, it had to be kept at 100 below or something? Remember that?
Yeah.
Like 99 below zero. Well, you can't do that if all your wiring has been blown. Everything's been fried. You have no computers. Everything we do is on
way
computers.
To communicate.
You can't get money out of the bank because everything's fried.
Yeah.
Your car won't work because it's all electronic ignitions.
Well, I mean,
unless it's
those
pre-1975.
Hoity cars. Okay, fine.
Yeah, hoity-toity 1975 cars would work. I mean, that's a really frightening possibility.
It sure is.
That they think, tens or hundreds of millions would die in the first couple months because medication would go bad. You wouldn't have anything.
It'd be so ugly.
You'd be done.
People would be out of their minds.
Mm-hmm. I think that's worse than nuclear disaster because at least if somebody hits you with a nuke, you hit them back. And I mean, they're both bad.
Right.
But the other way, you die slowly. Over time. Yeah. It's not good.
The other way, you just go, oh, look, what is that bright light? And
yeah, it's scary. It's really scary. So that should maybe be our number one priority.
First and foremost. Yes. I don't disagree with that at all.
But they're not going to. Maybe Trump will. I sure hope so. Somebody needs to wake up to that possibility. Jeez. It's been out there for a long time.
Yes, it has.
And third-rate powers like North Korea have the ability. So
that's what they say.
Yeah,
I don't know that they
do say that.
I mean, that's the same country that's sending poop balloons to the country next to it. So I don't know that I believe everything that comes out of there.
Yeah. Poop balloons are bad enough.
I know. I know.
No, thank you. I don't want poop balloons floating over our country. I really don't.
I'd rather have that than an EMP.
Oh, yes. Yes, I agree with that. So Trump talked about day one in office and what he would do.
On day one, I will seal the border and I will stop the invasion of millions of people into our country.
Good.
We will find and remove the terrorists and jihadists who have infiltrated our soil, and under my leadership, we'll bring back the values that you enlisted your lives to defend: sovereignty, liberty, free speech, and fair, equal, and impartial justice under the constitutional rule of law. We are not just going to make America great again. We're going to make American democracy great again. We're going to bring it back.
We don't have an American democracy. I want to bring back the American Republic. That would be good if you would do that. I appreciate it.
Not American democracy?
No. No.
Wow.
I guess.
Why do you hate the country?
Because I don't like democracy because it doesn't work. Okay. And that's why our founders didn't set up a democracy. That's exactly why.
So if it worked, you would like it?
I would like it.
Okay,
yes.
Got it. I just want to make sure.
Yes. It was the best possible form of government for right now.
Uh-huh.
I'd like it.
You would like it.
I would, yeah.
But because it doesn't work,
I don't like it.
Got it. Got it.
When it's got a shelf life of 200 years and we've been here for 246, I'm thinking, maybe not democracy. Maybe that's not the way to go.
Yeah. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I'm a little picky that way.
Whatever.
That's you. Yeah,
whatever.
That's really weird. But
it is weird. I know. It's a shaky limb to go out on.
Very.
But there I am. All right. So he also promised to raise the wages for the military.
And we're doing very well, as you probably see. And hopefully I can say when I'm back in the White House, I'll get you the support, funding, training, and equipment you need. And I will get you the pay raises that you've really deserved for a long time.
Yeah. Yes.
Get it taken care of.
Yeah.
They do. My God.
A long time.
Yes. There's something worth it. There's something you want your tax-paying dollars to go to. So, yeah, get that done. He talked about Kamala and Tim Walz wanting open borders and endless wars.
My opponent, Kamala Harris, and Tim Walz are promising the exact opposite.
This isn't a rally.
They want endless war, open borders, voting rights, and free health care for illegal aliens.
Right.
Soviet-style price controls, censorship, unlimited migration from terrorist hotspots, and unchecked power for the deep state.
Yep.
This fight is no longer between Democrats and Republicans. This is a fight between communism and freedom. It's a very serious fight.
Yes.
That's why millions of traditional Democrats, including FDR Democrats, JFK Democrats, independents, and old-fashioned liberals are joining our movement. Our poll numbers are great.
Mm-hmm.
We're uniting forces to end the endless foreign wars, stop the censorship, end weaponization of our government, defend our borders, rebuild our middle class, protect the health of our children, and above all, to restore our republic and vanquish the corruption that's all over Washington, D.C.
He did mention republic.
Yes,
he mentioned that we're a republic there.
He said he wants to rebuild the republic.
Thank you. Yes. I agree with that.
But
So
when
that
he
one
talked
you
about
like.
the democracy,
I didn't agree with that. No. Yeah. And when he talked about FDR as being a reasonable Democrat, no. I got to disagree with that, too. No. FDR was a socialist. I mean, come on. FDR.
I know that.
FDR was a real drag on our economy. He kept the Depression going for probably 10 years longer than it needed to be.
He was only president for, what, a couple years?
Yeah, just 12. Just 12. And then he died. Otherwise, it would have been 16. But fortunately, he finally died.
Fortunately, he died.
Oh, my gosh.
Those darn Republicans, once they go in power, they never leave.
Thank you.
Yeah, except he was a Democrat, hardcore Democrat. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he wanted to stack the Supreme Court, tried to do that.
Yes, he
Congress
did.
wouldn't allow it. Even back then, the Democrats were smarter than they are today, and they stopped him. And he's the one who put people in concentration camps in the United States of America. Jeez.
And some would say that it's, it's been reported that he allowed us to be attacked.
Yes, some would say that. Some would say that.
I'm not saying that.
I would be one who
Really?
said that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I do believe he allowed it to happen. I think they knew it. I think they knew it was coming. And it was just the way to get into the war.
Yes. They had to wake up.
And would that surprise anybody?
They had to wake up America, and it worked.
It did. It did. And look at every single time. It's Democrats
Yes.
who drag us into these things. Every time. World War I, Democrat. World War II, Democrat. Vietnam, Democrat. Who got us out? A Republican.
9/11, Democrat. Wait. No.
Hold it.
Iraq.
Okay, that was different.
Iraq.
Okay, but we were attacked then. So yeah. But I will say this. I don't know if the war, if it happened today, I don't know that I'd be in favor of going into Iraq. I don't think I would.
No.
I wouldn't.
No,
I mean,
they did it wrong to begin with. We expected them to go into Iraq and take it over.
Yeah, just get in,
And they
get out. Get in, get out.
And they pulled
But then
up.
we got into nation rebuilding.
Yeah, they
both
pulled
in
it up.
Afghanistan and Iraq.
Tommy Franks just stopped the invasion, and everything just stood still. And there we were.
That was the first one,
And
right?
There we were.
That was the
yeah.
first Gulf War. Yeah. Yeah, we did them both wrong, frankly. And we were promised shock and awe from George
Yes,
W.
we were.
Bush. Remember that?
Yes, we
And
were.
there
What's his
was
face took
no
to the
shock and no
podium
awe.
every day, showing us the shock and awe that we were supposed to have.
Yeah. No.
No,
No. That's not. It wasn't my idea of shock and awe. I mean, a World War II sort of attack would have been shock and awe.
yeah.
We used to fight wars to win them, but we don't do that anymore. And some would say there's been a worldwide agreement not to fight wars in that particular way now. And so everybody's bogged down in these endless wars that just keep going. And so all the defense contractors make money. And people continue to die for it. But nothing ever gets done.
No, it doesn't.
These endless wars. What was it Muse said about these wars? They go on and on and on.
And on.
On and on and on and on
And on.
and on.
And on.
They can't be won. They promise to go on and on and on and on.
Some would say they can't be won.
All right, 888-900-3393. I think we'll do a Fat Five coming up here, and much more on the way.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Welcome. Great to have you with us. I got some tweets here. Carl Smith tweets, if Kamala insists the debate rules be changed because they were Joe's rules, will she stop taking the campaign funds Joe raised?
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
No, but that makes sense, which is why it won't happen.
That's correct.
Peekapool, the deep fake, cheap fake Pokemon, Kamala needs notes and ability to sit down because she's both mentally and physically weak.
No.
I mean, she's a spring chicken.
Yeah, I know.
Compared to
She's
these guys.
59.
What are we talking about?
Right? 59
Yeah.
or 60, one of the two.
Did
she just
think
turn
she's
60, maybe?
yet.
Yeah, she just turned 60.
I don't think she is.
Yeah, I think she is. Why don't you look it up?
I am going
Why don't
to
you look
right
it up,
now. I am
mister?
going
Go
to.
ahead and look it up. Skevy 2075, if Biden don't want to do the ceremony, where's Kamala? Trump's just doing the job that American Democrats don't want to do.
She is not 60 yet.
Yeah, she is.
No,
When's she going to be 60?
October 20th.
Oh, okay.
So why don't you back off me, okay? That's what I said.
Okay, so next month. Well, not quite. Like
Yeah,
a month
less
and
than
a
a
half.
month.
All right.
Whatever.
Have you said October 20th?
Yeah,
That's
right,
that's more than a month. From Pathead T. Do you really think President Biden could walk up and down the steps of the unknown soldier site and then bend over to lay the flowers at the headstones?
Yeah, I know.
Nope.
No,
No,
he
I
could
don't.
not.
No. Gender McGender face. Well, everyone knows when a liar says something like John Kelly and 19 other honest people say the opposite, we always believe the liar. Duh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Jim Acosta does because he hates Trump anyway.
Yes.
I mean, there's no question about that.
And they just want to say it.
That's right.
So they just say it. And even when they get called out by their own people, you know, Snopes or PolitiFact or any of these fact-checking organizations, they don't care.
Nope, just keep
they
saying
don't
it.
care.
You're a nasty person.
Right. And as Bad Engineer points out, tell a lie enough and it becomes truth. The bigger the lie, the more people believe. It's true. It's what the Nazis found. And this Democrat Party uses the same theory. And they stick to it. And
Yes, they do.
They don't care about anybody telling the truth about it. They just keep lying.
Incredible.
It's incredible that it works, isn't it?
It is.
That would not work for Republicans because they don't have enough support in the media. All right.
Right.
Here's Jeffy with the Fat Five.
All right. So if you're still outside looking up, you can go inside now. The SpaceX Polaris Dawn mission is postponed until tomorrow. 3:38 a.m. is the beginning open window for the launch tomorrow. And there was some
Wait, they're going to launch in the dark? Can they do that?
Well, they can't launch it with clouds.
I
so
know.
they canceled that.
So I'm surprised they could launch it when it's dark.
Apparently, there was a small helium leak, so they're adjusting that. That's what they said. I looked up, I saw clouds. That's all I'm saying. And I saw where there were people reporting now from Boeing that we talk crap about them all the time, and now they're bailing us out. We hate SpaceX. Well, you might as well get over it there, Boeing.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't be talking crap about them.
Maybe you ought to get
since
over it.
You're a garbage business.
Thank you.
Seriously, when was the last good thing ever said about Boeing?
Been a long time. They've really been struggling.
They've lost a lot of respect.
Yes, they have. They've really been struggling.
I mean, the perception is right now they can't do anything right.
Correct. That's exactly correct. And then NASA, of course, is still trying to be NASA of old. But we saw a video yesterday, I think we have it, of their DEI training. Holy cow. It is a nightmare coming out of NASA.
And in doing this work of examining my own intentions and my own actions and their impact, I can see that there's so much more that I could have done to make the projects I've led equally welcoming to Black, Indigenous, and people of color as the white people they have engaged. I feel a lot of shame and regret about that.
Yeah.
And I know that without looking head on at what I've done and not done, I won't be able to do better. So I'm looking forward to today's event and to this whole series as steps in my personal and professional journey to make my work more anti-racist and therefore more effective in reaching
more
my
anti-racist.
aspirations.
You never can be
review for many of
Let's
you.
not make it better.
These are
Let's
those
just make it
different,
anti-racist.
Characteristics that you probably see coming up a lot
Pisses
in
me off.
our
White supremacy
workspaces,
culture,
especially in the practice of science.
can try to get
Perfectionism,
better,
a sense
but
of
you can never-
urgency. I'm sure all of us are
We're
feeling
never
a
getting
sense
to
of
the moon.
urgency about some of the deadlines.
Not
that
with
we
this garbage.
have,
We're not getting to the moon
right
again.
now.
We'll never get there.
I mean, this
not when
is
you got
just
that going
agonizing.
on.
I could not stop it. I can't even. I could barely sit through it now. I mean, it's really terrible.
Yes,
right. I mean,
that's insanity.
But I mean, what are
if
we
they're
doing?
black and indigenous and they can do the job better than what anybody else, go ahead, hire them.
Who cares?
Who cares?
We don't. Honestly,
stand
we
it.
don't care.
I don't. I couldn't care less about it. Just hire the best people, NASA. How about that? Hire the best people. Whatever color, whatever race, whatever creed, whatever sexual orientation.
I'm sure that this is the same kind of training that Boeing is getting.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, if you have government contract, you have to follow the whole DEI stuff.
Yeah. The guidelines are there.
So Boeing has a government contract, so they have to show that.
And they want the billions of dollars.
Yep.
So they're doing it. Mm-hmm. And they've gotten so much more money than Elon. Now, a lot of that went to the airlines, but I mean, they've gotten so much more money from the government than Elon. And yet, sorry about it. Mm-hmm.
And we're still saying 2025 for the return of the overtime astronauts.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah,
it's embarrassing.
Yeah, they're going up. Yeah, that's happening. Yeah, I mean,
and it could be a lot worse than embarrassing.
Yes, it could be.
Die.
Depending on
Yes, it could be.
Their lives are in danger.
I'm very happy that they're still alive.
I am too. So let's keep them alive.
Yes,
and get SpaceX
and
up
that's
there.
why.
And
that's why
them.
Elon is doing it, right? And it's just let's absolutely. The
and
lives
their
are
contract
important.
should be canceled. I am so sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the space contract needs to be gone away. What are we even doing? It's ridiculous.
Pathetic.
We told you last week that they were predicting $30 million for the jersey worn by baseball legend Babe Ruth when he called his shot in Game 3 of the 1932 World Series.
Yeah, but what did I say? You need to wash that thing.
And because of that,
look how dirty it is.
It only sold for $24.12 million.
You're not going to get $30 million when it's filthy.
Yeah, dry cleaning not included.
Now, the identity of the buyer isn't public, but there were a dozen people on the mailing list that would pay between 15 and 20 million, which is where
you
they
think
were
if on my house, if we would have left it filthy when people came over to see it, do you think they would have bought it? No,
wouldn't have mattered.
No, they wouldn't have.
They wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah, it would have. It would have mattered.
Okay,
I think it would have mattered.
Dropped the price.
Yeah, I think they would have said, "It's dirty. It's ugly." No.
We'll give them half.
You got to wash it.
You do have to wash it.
Yes.
And they didn't do that with the jersey.
So the previous record was...
You believe that, though? A piece of clothing that cost, especially in the 30s, what, 10 cents?
Maybe.
50 cents
Maybe.
at the most? They got $24 million for.
Holy cow.
That's incredible.
But with your logic, they could have gotten more
if they'd washed it.
If they would have just washed it.
The auction should have been sponsored by Tide.
Should have.
Yes.
It should have.
We're getting you more money out of every piece of clothing you have, Tide.
That reminds me of that story of the bowl that Glenn bought.
Yeah,
and the cleaning lady cleaned it out.
Oh my gosh, with the drawing
with
from
the
Orson
drawing.
Welles on it.
Right.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Right.
Hey,
she
got
it
the
off.
right idea. We got to clean it. It's dirty.
Will never. When you say that, brings back the memory of when we noticed it. Because we were up in that office and we were on the furniture. They were talking about the show, pre-show meeting, and you see, oh my God. That was awesome.
Yeah,
it was awesome. It was awesome. Sorry you lost the bowl, but it was awesome.
Yeah, I know.
The previous record for the sold at auction was the 1952 Mickey Mantle card. That sold for $12.6 million back in 2022. And the Ruth jersey far eclipsed the $10.1 million that the Michael Jordan Chicago Bulls jersey from Game 1 of the 1998 NBA Finals fetched in 2022.
Was that the flu game?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember.
I think it might be.
They sold another. There was another jersey for sale too that was game worn, and this might have been the flu game. I don't remember.
For something from 1998 to sell for that kind of money, that's pretty impressive.
It sure is.
It's a big difference from 1998 to 1937. Was it? 36?
I mean, I think this Babe Ruth jersey sold for $24 million. Now they sold a photo matched 52 and 53 Mickey Mantle World Series jersey for $3 million.
Oh, wow. Do you know they're not even sure that this is the Call Your Shot jersey? They're not sure.
They are.
According to what I read yesterday, they are not
sure. They've documented
sure.
it. They've got the photo matched.
They got the photo. They are not sure. And there was some controversy that I think drove the price down a little bit. That's why, really.
But
that's really why they didn't go for $30 million.
They have what?
I don't know.
Oh my
man,
gosh! What are you trying? Are you bidding for someone now? Is that what you're doing?
I would just want to be absolutely positive.
Well, it is. Get
Okay.
over it. It is.
All right.
My gosh. Wow.
Remember yesterday we talked about that was a hot dog stain that he had.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
no question. Yeah, it's definitely that. And he ate the only game he ate a hot dog in was Game 3 of the World Series. So it's documented.
Okay.
Hey, a federal judge in Texas scrapped the Biden administration's plans to ban non-compete agreements, which affect about 30 million Americans or 1 in 5 U.S. workers. I mean, I certainly have been a part of non-compete agreements. So the ruling is seen as a major win for employees or for employers, ranging from fast food restaurants to Wall Street. The non-competes, they argue, are necessary to protect their intellectual property and trade secrets. Okay. You know what you're getting into when you sign the deal, when you make the deal. If you don't want to sign the deal, don't sign the deal. It's up to you. That's kind of where I'm at. Kind of where I'm at.
All right.
And some of them do feel like they were a little bit longer than they should have been.
Yeah.
But we've all had to deal with them. That's for sure.
Have 6 months at least.
Yeah. Yeah, there was
there are some ridiculous, like 1-2 years.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
those probably wouldn't stand.
We brought one guy over from another station that had a year on his non-compete, and he was in the studio every day, but he couldn't go on the air.
Right.
You know, his show was and all the surrounding characters. He wasn't.
Wow.
It's just stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Just stupid. Germany says there was no deeper message in the choice to blast the famed Imperial March, Darth Vader's theme song in the Star Wars films, from one of its warships as it cruised down the River Thames throughout London this past week. A bystander captured the spectacle on video and quickly, obviously, went viral. And,
what river is it?
The River Thames.
Thames. The River Thames.
Oh, whatever. Thames.
Okay. Right.
You call it whatever you want.
Okay.
Are you belong to the United Kingdom now?
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we can't play the audio, so that's fine.
Oh,
they played the.
Is that because of the music?
Probably. Yeah, it's Darth Vader's theme song that they played.
Oh.
So I guess the warship commander. Wow, it's almost like we played the actual video.
It is.
Yeah. I guess he loves John Williams, so the German commander, so he blasts tunes whenever he visits foreign harbors. So, okay. Today's Chewing the Fat segment brought to you by Keksi Cookies, simply the best cookies on the planet, delivered right to your door. Keksi.com. It is still the last week of
the coffee cake
cookie from Keksi Cookies. The last week.
Good.
We found out yesterday that
going to go away for a while
the chef
after this week.
is tired of doing her job. Keksi.com, KEKSI.com.
Right. Also, imagine if you had the ability to just wave your hand and abortion would no longer be legal.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't that be something?
That'd be actually pretty sweet.
Imagine all the lives you could save in that moment. Tragically, that's not the reality we live in right now. But the good news is you can save unborn lives by donating to Preborn. The Ministry of Preborn empowers young expectant mothers in crisis to choose life. Preborn has rescued hundreds of thousands of babies through ultrasounds. They just introduced the woman to their baby through an ultrasound. I mean, remember how excited you were to see your ultrasound and put it up on the refrigerator and whatever. It makes a huge difference in people's lives, and it doubles the chance the baby's going to be born alive. That's why we're proud to be affiliated with this organization that is not only working to save lives, but is succeeding. We can't shut all abortion down overnight, but we can work together to change the hearts and minds of expecting mothers by introducing them for the first time to the young life that's growing inside of them. Will you help rescue babies' lives? To donate, dial pound 250, say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or just go to preborn.com/Pat.
Okay, this cannot stand. I mean, the preborn thing can't stand either, but this is unacceptable. I was just sent a list of cookies from Keksi Cookies that are going away.
Oh, really? By who?
this
By whom?
This
By
cannot
you?
stand.
By Chris.
Chris
Cruz is behind this.
Because
This has Chris Cruz written all over it.
Because I could handle the cookie that you just talked about, coffee cookie. I can handle
Coffee cake going away.
I can handle that.
So
but when I get an email
our
from
very
your
popular
company,
coffee cake cookies is Dance's last dance's final act is upon us. Yeah, okay. However, however you say it, the coffee cake is leaving the menu on September 1st. We also have six other cookies leaving the menu on
And
the
they
1st. This cannot stand.
Yeah, because they're going to be replaced
Raspberry
by
lemonade.
Oh gosh.
S'mores.
Yes.
M&M.
Uh-huh.
Strawberry shortcake.
Come on.
Animal cracker.
Come
okay, so
on.
honestly, I don't care about any of those cookies.
But
there's one more on the list. Salted caramel. I will not stand for that. That has to
injustice.
That has to be,
wow.
We have
Injustice.
to vote against that
I didn't
right
even know
now.
about the salted caramel going away this.
That's just
They're sneaking it by you as well.
You still have
You're
a
the
few
guy.
days. You still have a few days to get in on
so
it.
that means we have to order like minimum 3 boxes of each cookies.
KEKSI.com, Keksi.com.
This can't stand.
This cannot stand.
They're going to be replaced by delicious fall flavors.
It better.
Yeah, they are.
Is
So,
pumpkin spice
don't
coming
worry.
back?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You got me back.
All right. To all of you that emailed me and messaged me, I got it. Thank you. All right. Party Gras 2.0 at Pine Knob this past Friday. That's a concert venue just outside of Detroit, by the way. And Brett Michaels brought Eagles legendary guitarist Don Felder, country's Chris Jansen, former lead singer for Foreigner Lou Graham, and the Twisted Sisters Dee Snider all put on a big show. And you see Brett and Don Felder and Chris Jansen
Wonder how
on
Lou
stage.
sounded, because he was having
But
a
Lou
struggle
performed
with his
3
voice.
Foreigners hits, Cold as Ice, Hot Blooded, and Jukebox Hero. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't
Jukebox
know.
Hero is a tough one, too. So
I don't know how it sounded. We saw the interview with
that's
him.
great.
He, struggles to talk.
Yeah. That's hard.
Maybe it's different when he sings.
Well, he's had health issues, and so I think that's why he retired, right?
That's what I thought.
So
but they're going
that's
to the Hall of
interesting.
Fame, so he's back on the road.
Back
baby.
on. All right. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Pat Gray is here on the Blaze Radio Network.
Welcome. Got some tweets here. Carol J. Rafferty tweets, the ceremony at Arlington Cemetery was private. Trump was there at the invitation of the families of the soldiers who died in Afghanistan. Right? They didn't want Biden there.
They did not want
frankly,
Biden,
they did not want him there. I'm sure there'll be a ceremony next week, I would think, right? On Labor Day. Wouldn't you think? And maybe he'll be at that one. I don't know.
That's a lot of what ifs.
Yeah, I know. Frank Johnson's alter ego, I would have to say it was Japan that drew us into World War II. Yes, but what I'm saying is that we knew Japan was going to draw us into it. We knew the attack was coming. That's just my speculation based on plenty of evidence.
There's been some documentation.
Yes, there
that
has.
we've seen. So I'm with you, Frank.
Right.
In fact, I have a bridge that I'd like to sell you in Arizona.
From Randall, I would accept American democracy because that's a republic. We need to control the language. Well, that's why I don't accept American democracy. Because they're trying to jam democracy down our throats. And I don't want Trump to fall into that trap. American democracy is almost acceptable, but not quite. We need to stick with republic because they are trying to make us comfortable with democracy. That's what they push on us all, and they have.
I mean, we've fought
and
that
they
battle.
have.
That's been an uphill battle.
Right. And then eventually they'll slip in the democratic socialism. That's what we are. That's how Lenin worked it with the Russian people, and that's how the Democrats are trying to do it here. Rowdy introvert, Trump wants to rebuild the republic. Kamala wants to fortify the empire. That's for sure. Developing my thing, DEI for space travel. What could possibly go wrong by getting less qualified people to work on such simple technology?
Nothing.
Space, it connects us all.
Yeah, it's easy. Space connects us all. Good evening. It's evening this evening. It's SpaceX. They can launch in the dark. They aren't Boeing or NASA. So that's why they're doing it at 3 in the morning.
Yeah.
Okay. Bob Corona. If I were an astronaut, I don't think I'd want to ride on a 50s technology rocket built by the lowest common denominator. Yeah, for sure. And from Smallmouth Bass, considering the recent trouble in the UK, I think the ship captain picking the Darth Vader theme. Pretty funny.
That is, actually. Yeah.
It really is. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right. We still have a few. I think we still have some stuff from Trump from yesterday, right? Where he talks about how we gave all of our ammo to Ukraine. Check this out.
People do that, like the people that are in office right now. So I had, and you will say it, I had ammunition. We had so much it was coming out of our gills, right? I had ammunition. I said, what the hell do we do with all this ammunition? We had so much, and now we don't have ammunition again. We gave it all away to different groups, but mostly into Ukraine. And we don't have ammunition. We had so many missiles, we didn't know if we could fire them all. We had to hire teams of people, even the concept. We had so much. Warehouses were full. We took new warehouses. And now we're back to a point where we have no ammunition again. These people are just so destructive. So,
Yes.
you know, I always look for good words. Highly sophisticated. I'm highly educated. I like sophisticated words, but there's only one word I get. Stupid. They're stupid people. I'd like to say.
Yeah, that's funny. That's funny.
I guess you could
That's
say
good.
incompetent. Sounds maybe a little better. I don't know. Which is better, being stupid or being incompetent? Because they're both.
I don't have any argument with any of that.
No. That's hilarious.
Man. Apparently, he wants to redirect money to help homeless veterans, which is great.
As borders are, Kamala has spent over $1 billion of taxpayer money to house illegal aliens and foreign migrants in some of the most expensive housing and hotels anywhere in the country. Meanwhile, more than 41,000 homeless American veterans are living in squalor on our streets. I mean, I hope you people are
41,000.
going to remember this, because it's terrible. What's going on is terrible.
Wow. 41,000 veterans are homeless? Wow. Unacceptable. Completely unacceptable. He also introduced Tulsi Gabbard after her endorsement.
And today I'm honored to officially welcome another true American patriot, a 17-year veteran of the Hawaii Army National Guard, a 4-term Democrat congresswoman, very, very popular, the former vice chair of the National Democratic Party and a 2020 Democrat candidate for the United States presidency. You know, she was a very good candidate. Every time she ran, she was good. She did well. She decided to leave. She couldn't take it anymore, but she is very special. And I didn't know this, but she was a lieutenant colonel. That's not bad. Lieutenant colonel. Not bad. I didn't know that. You know, I just found out. I said, put it down. You got to put that down. That's bigger. That's better than all the other stuff I read.
That's right.
But no,
Well,
she's a special person. She's got great common sense, great spirit. She loves our country, and she loves the people in this room. Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi, please.
Where's she at? Get her out here.
It's better than Adam Kinzinger, I'll tell you that.
No kidding.
Keep your Adam Kinzinger. We'll take Tulsi Gabbard any day.
No doubt.
To the brink of nuclear war than we ever have been before. This is one of the main reasons why I'm committed to doing all that I can to send President Trump back to the White House, where he can once again serve us as our commander-in-chief. Because I am confident that his first task will be to do the work to walk us back from the brink of war.
Good.
We cannot be prosperous unless we are at peace.
Did she eliminate the white streak in her hair?
No, it's still there.
It's just
It's just
the
back.
angle. Yeah, she got it pushed back. Because you see, when she walked out, you could see it.
You could see it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good
Just
look
the
for
angle.
her. She needs to keep it.
Yeah.
Man, you need to
Man.
see right
Here
there.
she comes. Here she comes. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right. Okay, there it is.
She's not going to get rid of that. That's her. That's her
signature look.
Skunk line.
It's her
Yeah, she likes
signature,
it.
yes.
Yeah, it is.
I do love they were paying attention to her hair. I was like, where's the skunk look?
Also, Trump mentioned yesterday that he doesn't care if during the debate with Kamala, the mics are muted.
The truth is they're trying to get out of it because she doesn't want to debate.
Right.
She's not a good
That's right.
debater. She's not a smart person. She doesn't want to debate. But when I looked at the hostility during the weekend, you watch it. This week with George Slopadopoulos. And the Vietnamese didn't get that one. You got it, right?
Yeah, that's right.
If you didn't get it, I couldn't English. But no, we want to have fairness. We have to bring fairness back to the country. And we have to have a precedent. We are the closest to World War III, I believe, that we've ever been right now.
Yeah, this is the Vietnamese restaurant that
we
he
have a
stopped
man
at.
that just
Because the guy on
took a
his
vacation
right
in California, he
is
was on the
running
beach.
for office.
And he came back today.
He back.
Where's he going? Delaware. Why? Another vacation. He's going for another week. That's not the Vietnamese. They're hardworking people, aren't they? All right.
That's awesome.
It's great.
I don't know. I don't think since it was a campaign stop, for the congressman, I don't know that he paid everybody's dinner at the Vietnamese restaurant. But it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah, I know. He does that. He does that. I like the Slopadopoulos, though.
That was a fun line.
Yeah, that's good. He said the guy should win just based on his name.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one. Hung Cow or something. Yeah. Also,
so this next video, Pat, is the Kamala campaign altered that video we just watched and called him
This
a
one?
chicken. Yes.
Okay.
Why not debate her?
Well, wait. But because they already know everything. They say, Trump's, not doing the debate. That's the same thing they'll say now. I mean, right now I say, why should I do a debate? I'm leading in the polls. And everybody knows her, everybody knows me. But when I looked at the hostility of that, I said, why am I doing it? Let's do it with another network.
What?
So the campaign put the chicken sounds on
Yeah,
there?
the campaign put the chicken sounds out there.
My
Call him a
gosh.
To make
chicken.
it seem like he was chicken to do the debate?
To do the debate.
That's funny.
And they just altered all the interviews to include the one we just
And
watched.
she's the one who has the problem with the
Right.
rules, not him. It's incredible. It's incredible. Wow. There's a new Anti-Kamala ad.
And then this is the ad that the Trump campaign pushed out
Okay.
to
combat that.
combat that. Yeah.
Everyday prices are too high. Food,
This is
rent,
great.
gas, back to school clothes. That is called Bidenomics. A loaf of bread costs 50% more today. Ground beef is up almost 50%. There's
Right.
not much left at the end of the month. Bidenomics is working. The price of housing has gone up. It feels so hard to just be able to get ahead. And we are very proud of Bidenomics.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's so true. Why is she even mentioning those stats?
We
Isn't that
asked that
weird?
question when we played,
Yeah, why?
the first clip of that.
You know who's in office, right? You are. You are. That's who. It is not Donald Trump. There's no way to blame Trump for this when the prices were all so much lower when he was in office.
Correct.
The price of meat wasn't up 50% when he was in office. The price of eggs wasn't up 50%. The price of housing wasn't up. The cost of fuel, of gas, none of those things were up when he was in office.
Nope.
So you're fighting yourself here. It's so weird. I mean, I'm glad you're doing it, but please, American people, wake up to this.
Yeah, that can't stand.
Is a low.
Can't.
Biden is a low IQ individual.
Yeah, and so is Kamala Harris.
Yes.
And the two of them together are responsible for all of this. Not Donald Trump. There's no way to make Trump responsible for the inflation that's going on right now.
They're trying.
They are trying.
They're
They
trying.
tried to lie that when he took over, he took over with a 9% inflation rate.
Right.
Remember that? When the inflation rate was 1.6. 1.6%, not 9. I mean, the lies that they tell are absolutely incredible. And again, most of the mainstream media allows them to get away with it.
And even by not even questioning it, right? I mean, a lot of times it's just by omission. It's like they get to say what they say, and then we moved on. Well, no. How about you say, wait, we're not going to let you get away with that.
Right.
But it doesn't matter because they just keep plowing through.
Yeah, they do.
I mean, if that's the thing,
Yes, they
right?
do.
We've talked about it before, but if Biden or Kamala were sitting right here and spewed her lies, and then we stop and say, well, no, Madam Vice President, that's a lie. We can prove to you that's a lie. She doesn't care.
She doesn't. No, they keep saying it anyway.
She just keeps plowing
They know
through,
it's a lie.
And you waste the time that you have with them.
Yeah.
So it is almost easier. I understand sometimes to just let the lie go so you can get to some points you want to get to, hopefully. But they never,
But the points you want to
never
get to
do.
should be the lies.
Correct.
Correct. Because those should be the points that we're dealing with. Because everything they say is a lie. Everything they say. It's really amazing. All right, let me tell you about the Eden Pure Thunderstorm. It is this handy little unit here, and you might be thinking, well, wow, that's a compact little unit. Where do you put the filter in that?
At one time in my life, Pat, I asked that question.
Yeah,
and
I know.
I found
remember.
out the answer.
What is the answer?
They don't have filters.
Oh, wow. So
It's
there's
an
no filter to
amazing
change
technology.
to
There
buy.
is no filter to change or purchase.
That's really strange. So all you have to do is pop up the plug-in, stick it in the outlet, turn it on, and the O3 technology kicks in and starts destroying the odors in your home. Whatever they are goes away. And right now you can save $200 on an Eden Pure Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. You get 3 units under $200. Put one in your basement, your bedroom, your family room, your kitchen, wherever you need clean, fresh air. Go to EdenPureDeals.com. Use the discount code PAT3, and you'll save that $200. That's EdenPureDeals.com. Discount code PAT3.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Talking about the significance of the passage of time. Right? The significance
Right.
of the passage of time.
Right.
So when you think about it, there is great significance to the passage of time in terms of what we need to do to lay these wires, what we need to do to create these jobs. And there is such great significance to the passage of time.
And that's what our election is about.
Yeah.
Our election is about understanding the importance of this beautiful country of ours in terms of what we stand for around the globe as a democracy.
Yeah, democracy.
As a democracy.
As a democracy.
We know
She got there.
there's
She
a
got there.
duality
The
to
duality.
the nature of democracy. On the one hand, incredible strength.
Incredible strength.
When it is intact.
Intact.
What it does, for its people. To
Yeah.
protect and defend their rights, their liberty, and their freedom.
Right.
Incredibly strong.
Incredibly strong. And yet
incredibly
fragile. Oh, man.
So fragile.
Wow. So very, very fragile. And yet incredibly strong. But also super, super weak and fragile. Yeah, that's why democracies, again, don't last. Because they don't really protect their people.
And you don't like it.
I don't like it.
Some would say they don't work.
No. It's 50 plus 1. That's all it is. And then you run roughshod over the 49.9. I mean, that's what democracies do. Democracies don't protect minorities at all. Our republic does, but democracies don't. And again, it's the two wolves and a sheep deciding what to have for dinner. That's a democracy. What do you think they're going to vote for? Are they going to eat wolf or are they going to eat sheep?
They're going to go hunt squirrel.
Are they?
They're
Okay.
gonna go
All
hunt
right.
squirrel. They're all going to live happily ever after. Wow.
So the sheep is going to eat the squirrel too?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Good.
They're all going to
that'll
have
be great.
squirrel.
That's why democracies are, on the one hand, incredibly strong, but also super, super fragile and weak. So
that's why.
That's why.
That's exactly why.
That's why.
You know, I talked about how if they were, if Biden or Kamala or any politician were here from the left, and you want to confront them on their lies, then you just bog everything down. You never get anywhere because they're lying and they continue in your face. Well, Elizabeth Warren was on CNBC's Squawk Box, and they tried that very thing to
call her on her lies.
And it just gets bogged down. This clip is like a minute and a half long, and it just is an example. The whole interview was, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 minutes, something like that, and it was the same thing over and over again, trying to get her to no, you're wrong. She's on there to talk about price gouging. And you're wrong. And he's trying to say, and the lady, the two co-hosts are trying to say, no, Elizabeth, that's wrong. You're doing it wrong. And yet they continue to get bogged down.
And that is a time
that's sophistry. Your example on Kraft. Your example on Kraft is even worse.
You finished first. In any of the states around the country that already have price gouging laws in place.
Can I tell you why that those are fallacious and misleading at best? And your Kraft analogy is even. Why can't I tell you? Please let me tell you. Kraft, you say, was 440% profit increase. The example you used, the prior quarter from the year before, they had a charge of $1.3 billion, an accounting change which wiped out profits. Then they earned what they normally.
Look at the
let
data.
me finish now.
Let him finish.
You didn't let me finish. Look at the data. Come on. We have economic studies.
They don't care about facts.
Economic
they don't
studies.
care.
What do they show? When there is more concentration,
40 million eggs were destroyed because of avian flu.
When there is more concentration in an industry, we have seen much greater increses in
Do you attribute the inflation?
Margins.
That's what you think we need to do to solve it?
They're not random. They are not random one-offs. It is part of the problem when you've got companies that are gouging consumers on prices. Consumers need to know they've got somebody on their side.
Senator,
and
listen,
it's
garbage.
It's
garbage.
Where are you in the 36? Where are you in the 37 states that currently have price gouging
Just quickly
laws
on that point, Senator Warren,
this is
Kelly here. Can I just clarify how this would work?
This is the way you never lose an argument because no.
Right.
Because that's her deal. She's trying to explain to Warren that, hey, those price gouging laws are for storms. We talked a little bit about that yesterday. They're not for what she wants it to do.
Right.
But again, this is the way you never lose an argument.
Right. We talked about it yesterday. The price gouging law in Texas is for when a hurricane has happened and somebody is taking advantage of a catastrophe.
Same in Florida. And I'm sure same
now, you don't
in all
need to
those
do
other
that.
states.
Even then, you shouldn't be doing it.
Agreed.
Okay? Because the free market will take care of it.
Yes.
If there's a 7-Eleven that's charging $15 for a gallon of gas, people are going to remember that. And they're not going back to that 7-Eleven.
Yes. It's pretty simple.
And that 7-Eleven will go out of business. I don't know that it was a 7-Eleven that charged the $15 a gallon. I don't remember. I don't think it was. But whoever it was, I mean, you don't fine them for that. You don't imprison them for that. You don't shut them down for that. You let people make their own decision.
And they will.
And they will.
And we will. I mean, that's what
they will.
And we will.
Yeah.
I will say it is nice to see that CNBC has that live shot behind them. During most of that interview, you see the lady on the street behind him. If you could bring that up as he's talking, he's trying to be all serious, and all I can pay attention to is this lady walks by and go, "Oh, they're on TV, they're live. Okay, I'm going to show up, and I'm just going to stand here and laugh."
Yeah, I hate that.
I
hate that. That's why they need to close the drapes. Close the curtain.
That's awesome.
It's just
so get rid of her. Send security or something.
They do. They actually go to Warren's shot, and then they come back. She's gone.
Yeah, they send security. Get her out of there. It's just funny. That's all.
People are so ridiculous with the camera. God, man. I'm going to be on TV. I'm going to stand here.
And some of those shows, like
All
Good
right.
Morning America and all those, they used to do that all the time. I mean, they want
they
the
did.
crowd out there. They want all those people out there on the streets.
You found it?
Yeah, I found
you found
it.
the price gouging station?
Yeah, it was 2 Shell stations.
Okay.
And they were charging a lot of money. It was a 41% increase.
Okay, well.
All right.
For the gas during Hurricane Barry.
What does that mean?
Oh, well, that was recently.
Yeah.
Wow. So that was a more recent example than I'm talking about. Hurricane Beryl, they did that?
Yeah, they did it too.
Oh, my.
And they're suing.
Oh, wow. They went 41% more because, I mean, $15 a gallon at that time in 2007 or 8. That was way more than 41%.
Yeah, a lot more than 41%.
Way more. But that's interesting. So it's happened again.
It happened
at
again,
a Shell
yeah.
station?
2 of them.
Oh, wow.
Probably owned by the same person.
Probably, bastard. But again, make them pay for it then if you don't like it. And I don't like it.
Right.
I don't like you taking advantage of us during a catastrophe. That sucks.
No, and I'm really angry that I'm going to pay you the money.
Yeah,
to fill
but
up
I'm
my
going to do
car.
it because I need to fill up my car and I need to get home.
But
and I don't want to die out here
in
on the
good
freeway.
times, if you have an opportunity to stop there, you're not going to. That's the whole point of the free market.
Exactly. And then that's going to hurt the business, and the business will pay for it that way. So that's the beauty of the free market. Let it work itself out. Because it will.
It will.
It really will. All right, 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed coming up.
I can imagine what can be and be unburdened by what has been.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
All right, speaking of price gouging, Chris is doing a little research into the price gouging that happened here in Texas, because we do have laws against it.
Yes, we do.
And Ken Paxton has pursued people multiple times.
Multiple times, yeah.
And back in Hurricane Harvey, how many stations did
4 stations.
4 stations price gouged.
Sorry, 6 stations, my bad. 6 stations price gouged. They were charging $9.99.
Okay, so it was only $10 a gallon.
In
Not
August
15.
31st to September 3rd.
That's a bargain.
Is that
It's
gouging?
a bargain. Come on.
Gouging.
What was it? What was it before?
$3.99.
$3.99. Okay, $4 a gallon.
And $10
during Harvey. Oh, okay. Harvey was 2017.
Yes, 2017. Yes.
Okay, so this still isn't the one I'm talking about.
No.
But in 2017, Hurricane Harvey, 6 stations had gas. That's incredible.
That is.
That's incredible.
That is.
So it's worth a little more, right?
Yes.
Now, some will say the reason why they had gas was because no one had heard of them, like Rush 24/7, Hans Texaco, Hans Chevron, BZ
Texaco,
Star.
is that like Texaco?
They were just a side street convenience store.
Tejano Mart.
Welcome to
505.
America, by the way.
Yeah.
And
Oh, thank
Texaco.
you.
Yeah. You can
Texaco.
trust your car to the man who wears the star. The big, bright Texaco star.
And
Just for a new American there.
Encinal
something for you.
fuel.
Okay, so they were all charging around $10 a gallon?
$9.99.
All right.
And then Ken Paxton made them to agree to give a refund to all those people.
Okay,
that
so
got stuck.
rather than being fined, they had to give the money back.
Gave the money back.
Isn't that interesting?
Total to $307,000.
Wow.
on refunds.
They got to use the money for free for a while.
$307,000 they had to give back to customers. Is that combined, or was that
That's
each
combined.
station?
Yes,
oh,
that
okay.
was combined, yes.
All right. So not that many people got bilked, really.
No.
Right?
Then I went to another rabbit hole, and then again, Paxton had 39 out of the 48 gas stations in the North Texas area to agree to refund during Hurricane Harvey because they were also charging $9.99 instead of $3.99, and that total came out to $166,000 of refunds.
So what is the cutoff there? I mean, how much can you charge when nobody else has gas? And you would pay just about anything. In some cases, you'd pay $100 a gallon if you had to. just so you could get going again, because you don't want to die on the freeway like many people actually did back in the day. It was in 2000, I don't remember, 7 or 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there. 24 people died on the freeways. Which is terrible. Yeah, it's terrible.
And what are these gas stations
Heat
supposed
stroke
to do?
and all kinds
Walk
of things.
along the expressway with gas cans to fill up the gas of people's cars?
Yeah, you can't do it. I mean, in some cases, people in homes nearby would come out to the freeway and deliver water, deliver
Sure,
food.
of course. I mean, you really
cool.
do what you can for humanity. That's
some
part of the
amazing
deal.
things happen.
Absolutely.
But if you're trapped out there, you'd pay any price you had to pay, right? Just to get going again. So where's the cutoff? Can you charge $5 a gallon? Can you charge $6?
And is it price gouging?
Can you charge $7?
If I'm living by the interstate and I go, hey, I could probably drive you home for $1,000. Is that price gouging? I'm just asking. I'll help you. I'll push your car off to the side and give you a ride home for, I don't know, a couple $1,000.
And what is this peanut butter and jelly sandwich I brought you worth? What is that worth?
Yeah. Because, I'm going to take it back to the house if you don't want it.
So according to the Texas Deceptive Trade Practice Consumer Protection Act,
oh boy,
which is 17.46B, selling or leasing fuel, food, medicine, lodging, building materials, construction tools at a exorbitant or excessive price.
Exorbitant. Yeah, and who decides that, though?
They do.
Ken Paxton,
the person,
I guess.
The person that files a complaint, then investigate. According to this, the person files a complaint right in this link, and then they go check it out, and then
they
it proceeds
somebody
from there.
decides.
Someone decides.
Someone decides.
Yep.
But
that's
who?
exorbitant.
Yep. You're right. $10 a gallon, too much. Oh, okay.
Also
I
says,
guess.
We give the money back or we shut you down.
If the governor declares a disaster emergency, if businesses raise their prices because of that.
You have to declare an emergency for the price gouging to kick in? Okay, that's a big difference from what they're talking about now.
Yeah, that's what
a
the
huge
CNBC was
difference.
trying to tell her.
Yeah,
that's what he was trying to tell her.
Get out of here. That's a huge difference.
The governor of Texas or the president has to declare an
emergency.
Yeah.
And then, if you've raised your prices during an emergency,
counties, different areas.
That's a little different.
It is.
That's a lot different, in fact. Wow. We're dealing with Marxists.
Yes.
That's the problem. We're dealing with Marxists.
But you can't bring the facts because she just filibuster you the entire time.
Right. And that's exactly what he said. This is why you never lose an argument.
Right.
That's how my wife feels every single day with me.
Oh, man. All right, let's flash back to April of 2024 with Kamala Harris. And
that's so long ago.
And this is her response to Trump repealing DEI.
On a different front, Axios this week reported that President Trump...
Stop this for just a second. I want you to go back to the beginning of this. This reporter is absolutely agonizing. If you want to know what a mainstream left-leaning reporter sounds like with his questions.
It's this guy?
It's this guy.
All right.
On a different front, Axios this week reported that President Trump, if he gets a second term, will sort of dial back, for lack of a better term, DEI programs that the Biden administration is putting forth.
No.
I obviously know you disagree with that. I obviously believe that you don't want him to get a second term. That said, if that does happen, what do you think that would do to race relations in this country?
It would
well, let me say we're going to win, so it's not going to happen. But I think that, listen, today is actually, I believe, an anniversary in terms of Dr. King, right? And
what anniversary?
I was just in Selma, and we
in April.
acknowledged the 59th anniversary of Bloody Sunday.
Oh, okay. There we go.
I think it's really important that we as Americans always
Bloody
embrace
Sunday,
our
Bloody Sunday. That's a great
the parts
U2 song.
that we're proud of and the parts that we're not proud of.
Although he
that
wasn't
we can't
talking
forget.
about this particular Bloody
Are you
Sunday.
sure?
It was a different Bloody Sunday. Yeah.
We should all agree that we should teach history. We should learn history if we're to ever have an accurate idea of where we want to go and where we don't want to go.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice
future.
if we actually taught accurate
that
history?
Means
That'd be
also
great.
Acknowledging the importance of diversity. It means
It means acknowledging the part that Democrats have played in the bad history of this country because you can trace all of it to Democrats. All of it. Not virtually all of it, but all of it. I mean, everything they talk about is from their party. From slavery on down. All of it. I get so sick of these people. I can't stand
Democrats, come on down.
I can't stand it. I mean, literally.
All the things.
All the things.
All the
All of them.
things.
Yes,
All of
thank
them.
you.
Every
All the
single one
things
of them.
are from Democrats. All the bad things.
All the things.
It's really amazing when you stop and you think about it. Because if you want to teach history, let's teach.
Let's teach it.
History.
Let's go.
I'm all about that. Let's do it. But they don't want that. They don't want that. Starting at probably Andrew Jackson and going forward, you're going to run into problems with Democrats on all the things.
All the things. All the things.
All right. Jace Case is hosting an exclusive giveaway where you can win a Jace Case for life. You could win a Jace Case every year for the rest of your life.
Can I enter this?
No, you can't.
Because
I don't know. Actually,
I can't.
I'm not sure about that, but I don't think
they
you
advertise
can.
on chewing the fat as well, so there's no way that I can enter. I'm very disappointed.
Yeah, it's disappointing for you. I'm sorry about that.
A Jace Case for life?
Yeah,
Are you kidding
it's nice.
me?
It'd be
It's
great.
awesome.
It'd be great. No purchase necessary either to enter. So don't miss out. This giveaway only runs until August 31st, so enter today. The Jace Case, it's a personalized emergency kit that contains essential antibiotics and medications that treat the most common and deadly bacterial infections, provides 5 life-saving antibiotics for emergency use, and all you have to do is go online, fill out a simple form, and you'll have it in case you need it. There's add-on options like Tamiflu, too, which is going to get harder to obtain after an outbreak has occurred. So if you want a Jace Case every year for the rest of your life, join this giveaway. There's no purchase necessary, so enter today. Don't miss out. It only runs until August 31st. But for now, go to jace.com/Pat, and when you buy, enter the promo code PAT at checkout for a discount on your order. That's promo code PAT at jace.com/Pat.
Gray Unleashed.
Oh, this is good news, too. Kamala also threatened executive action to confiscate guns.
Adding to your gun control agenda? Yeah, I think it's a great idea. But I mean, listen, I don't think we lack for great ideas. As I've said many times, we've been having great ideas for decades. The problem is that Congress has not had the courage to act. And that is why, from the beginning, I have said, my agenda includes attempting to get Congress to act, but if they don't within the first 100 days of my administration, I'm going to take executive action. Because what we need is action.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. Here's a warning for you, America.
Yeah.
If Congress doesn't pass it, she'll take executive action to confiscate your guns.
That won't be allowed.
Comrade.
Americans won't do that.
I mean, it'd be unconstitutional. That's for sure.
Yeah, and Americans
But she
won't.
doesn't care.
But Americans won't do that.
But I thought Trump was the dictator.
Yeah, right.
Was that Trump?
Yeah, that
okay.
was Trump.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Fascism. No, Trump's a fascist.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty amazing.
It sure is.
That's pretty amazing.
It sure is.
Goodbye to the Second Amendment if she's elected.
Oh, my gosh. Yes. There's no way she wants that at all.
Plus, she had no idea what collective bargaining is.
Oh, this was awesome. This was just play. This is so good.
Collective bargaining is about saying, let the collective come together around a common experience. Which
That's
at
right.
its core is about dignity and the dignity of labor.
That's right. Of labor.
And then let the people come together to negotiate so you make the balance. And then the outcome will be fair.
I love the caption. You literally can't make this up.
That's great. Wow. All right, listen to that profoundness one more time.
Collective bargaining.
Let that
That's what
sink
it is.
in on collective bargaining.
That's what it is.
Collective bargaining is about saying, let the collective come together around a common experience. Which at its core is about
No,
dignity.
it's not, though.
And the dignity of labor.
Not right.
And then let the people come together.
Yeah.
To negotiate.
Mr. Kami in the background is clapping.
And then the outcome will be
He's
fair.
excited. Ugh.
Yeah, you mean Coach?
Yeah, Coach.
Coach is back there.
Coach Kami. Kami Coach is back there clapping, loving it. Yeah, right.
That's
what you
collective
said. I don't
bargaining.
know what you're talking about, but yeah. Yeah. I love it. Love it. Then there's Hotties for Kamala. Have you seen these wonderful
I have not.
people? Okay.
Taylor's filling us in on some of the DNC highlights since we haven't been able to get into the convention. And what did you get as a party favor?
So, well, I was at the Hotties for Harris party last night, which was a party.
What were you doing there?
A bunch of people went to, and it was like they had like all of these different sort of things. They had like mini golf where like you go mini golf through like a ring of tampons and stuff. And then I went through. Then there was like a gumball machine, and I was like, oh, let me turn the gumball machine, and maybe it's like a ring or something. And it was it was Plan B. It's a Plan B pill.
Oh, wow. It's a Plan B pill. Is that an abortion pill? The Plan B pill?
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that great? That's great. Okay.
Always good to be prepared.
Yeah.
Is that what you have over there in that gumball machine, Plan B?
No.
Oh, no. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
Not to, I mean, are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm positive. So that's great. Hotties. For Kamala.
Well, she went to the Hotties for
Yeah, I don't know why
Harris.
Taylor was there. Taylor Lawrence she's not hottie. That's who he was talking about. Taylor Lauren.
Oh.
She's not a hottie at all. So I don't know why she went.
Wow. I mean,
wow.
You guys are so
You've
mean.
really offended Jeffy.
You guys are so mean. I mean, she dresses a little frumpy, but that's all.
Yeah, frumpy. Mm-hmm.
That's all. It doesn't make her.
That's not hot.
That's not hot.
No.
Oh, it's fine.
Come on now.
Come on. Thank you.
Let's just be real, okay?
Fisher, come on. Agree with us.
Let's just be real, okay? No, honey, no. Sorry. But,
Maybe she needs to put her mask back
it's
on.
wonderful. It's a DEI Hotties for
DEI Hotties.
Kamala.
Yes.
That's great. Yeah. So whatever.
If you feel pretty inside, you belong.
If you feel pretty inside,
you belong.
Yes.
That's her catchphrase.
They've got great
And they do.
personalities. They do. They all feel pretty inside, and that's beautiful.
Gosh darn it.
It's about the
Darn
heart.
it. That's beautiful.
It is about the
big
heart.
Right. Okay. Then we've got some Kamala Harris roadside signs.
Oh, yeah, I saw this
in Arizona.
In Arizona, it was awesome. And I don't know if it's real or not, but I like it.
Absolute hero among us.
Drug traffickers for Harris.
Illegal aliens for Harris. We got shoplifters for Harris. Gang members for Harris.
Nice.
Sheep for Harris. That's a big
Okay.
one. Big voter group.
Socialists for Harris.
Sheep for Harris.
Socialist.
Shout out Gilbert, Arizona.
Is that real?
Gilbert, Arizona. I know he's said whoever did this is an absolute hero, so. And it looked real.
It did. It did. It did. I mean, you could probably Photoshop that or whatever. But,
yes, absolutely.
But still, I like it.
Yes.
I like it.
Absolutely.
Shoplifters for Harris. And, of course, the socialists for Harris. I mean, and
You
Walls.
nailed that one.
Oh, my gosh. Those people. Of course. Of course they want her. They're socialists.
Yes. Yes.
Agonizing.
It sure is.
John Kirby says Biden is very engaged. This is good. So John Kirby out there speaking for the... is Biden still around? Where is Joe Biden right now? Oh, that's right. He's in Delaware. He's on Rehoboth Beach in Delaware, but he's very engaged, even during his vacation.
Yes.
I'm a little confused, John. I know the president took vacation last week in California after the Democratic convention. He's adding another week to that in Rehoboth, Delaware this week. How engaged is he in any of this?
Oh,
very engaged, Neil.
Very engaged.
I mean, you know, as well as I do, the President of the United States, wherever they are, have access to all the communications and all the advisors that they need. I mean, he was being updated on the attacks over the weekend in real time by his national security team. He's on the phone with Prime Minister Modi today, talking about Ukraine. And last week, he made several calls to try to make sure that we could get these ceasefire talks off to a good start.
Are you kidding,
He's watching
Neil?
things very, very closely.
Yeah, he's engaged in everything from Afghanistan to Zanzibar. All of it. He's engaged. He's engaged. A to Z. Afghanistan to Zanzibar. I think that has to be, does that have to be Gadon the American?
No, it just says
it doesn't?
Pat. Nope.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Because otherwise it would
pull every last one of your soldiers, spies, security advisors,
trainers, attachés,
and so on,
interior decorators,
out of every Muslim land from Afghanistan to Zanzibar.
Why are you gay?
Afghanistan. It's Afghanistan, my friend. Of course, he's gone now. We lost him.
And it was Keith who messed that up, right? He didn't think.
He didn't know it was Afghanistan.
Yes.
Did you know it was Afghanistan?
Yes, it was Afghanistan.
Afghanistan?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's pretty clear.
Yeah, I think so. But not to everybody, I guess. Also, Cory Booker, this is great. He thinks we should finally kill the MAGA strain.
I mean, she's the incumbent vice president. Democrats have controlled the White House for 12 of the last 16 years. How can Democrats talk about a new chapter turning the page? You guys are the ones writing the book.
Right! Yes!
Well, you know that's not true, Jay, because you know politics like I do. Right now, we see the MAGA Republicans in Congress killing all kind of pragmatic policies that we need to get done. On the most contentious issue, we had a bipartisan deal settled on by Senator Lankford, a right-wing Republican, and Chris Murphy, a blue state Democrat. And what killed that deal, what killed the pragmatic progress, wasn't the sensible Republicans, but really people that were kowtowing to Donald Trump. His influence is egregious and incredible. From his appointment of 3 people to the Supreme Court that are now rolling back the most fundamental of our rights and freedoms, like bodily autonomy and reproductive rights.
Oh, so stop it. Pause it for a second. There is no fundamental right to murdering babies. It is not in the Constitution. Do not buy into this garbage that it is. There's no fundamental right. And they're not trying to roll back any sort of birth control. They're not trying to ban birth control. And they keep trying to say this, that that Republicans want to ban birth control. Tell me who. Tell me where that's coming from.
Cory Gardner banned birth control.
There it is, right there. Cory Gardner, who's not even in office anymore. And he didn't ban, that was some future commercial where they thought he might do that. He had no plan to ever do that. And they use one guy. One guy can't do that.
Right. And they continue to, remember we saw the ads that they created where the Republican is in your bedroom.
Yeah, oh my gosh, those were so ridiculous, poorly done, and just stupid, but stupid. Let's finish this Cory Booker thing. Oh, man.
Reproductive rights. So to say that the MAGA Republicans are not still undermining common sense, pragmatic, sensible politics is just wrong. And what I know this election can do is finally kill that strain of the Republican Party in a way that I think helps the pragmatic Republicans come back. I'm one big believer. We get a lot more bipartisan work done than people realize.
Do you know what MAGA means? You want to kill the strain of the people who want to make America great again? Yeah, that's terrible. We don't want that. Don't make America great again.
No, you don't want that.
You don't want that.
You don't want that.
You want to bring it down to the level of the rest of the world. That's what you want to do. If you're a Democrat, that's what they're trying to do. And,
Absolutely.
And they're doing a pretty good job of that. So.
I thought I heard where RFK had said what he thought MAGA meant to him, and it was pretty good.
It was really good.
It was pretty good.
Yeah,
I know
it was.
I'm not convinced everything that RFK is. I mean, he seems to be genuine these days, but
yeah, I mean, he's less radical than he was.
Yeah,
but he's
still radical.
He's still out there.
Yeah.
How do you understand him? Because according to CNN, he just speaks gibberish.
Wow.
That's just wrong. That's just wrong.
First,
now you've really offended Jeffy again.
First, the girl's not hot,
right?
And now
She's not.
RFK can't talk. Okay.
Wow.
The show.
When we know that inside she feels pretty.
And she has a big heart.
And that makes her hot.
Thank you.
Right. And then on JFK...
It's a handicap.
Right. And you can't make fun of a handicap.
No, you can't.
No. He's handy-capable. All right.
Thank you.
We'll see you on Overtime and then back here tomorrow.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.